Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I make a simple and delicious pasta dish for your special someone. So let's jump right into this video. Right here I have my beef short ribs. I picked these up from my local grocery store, and as you can see, these are rather thick and have some fat on them. If you prefer, you can cut that off, but I like it for the flavor. So to start, I'm going to season all sides of the meat, and I'm just using some seasoning salt, coarse ground black pepper, some garlic salt, some onion powder, which I love. I use this a lot in like everything that I make. Some garlic powder as well. And then I'm just going to do the same on the reverse side. And I'm going to make sure that I get the seasoning on all sides of the meat. You can be way more liberal than I was because this is beef and you want to try to permeate the meat if you can with your seasonings. Next up, I'm going to get some oil in my pan. I'm using canola oil, but be sure to use whatever you have on hand that has a high smoke tolerance or high heat tolerance. And I'm just going to be browning these on each side. They're going to finish in the oven and also again on the stove top when the sauce is made. But to start, we just want to get some color on these. And I'm doing this in batches because they are rather big. I'm letting these sear up on each side for about 3 to 4 minutes until I get the nice golden brown color that I am looking for. Once I have these all browned up, I'm going to head and remove them from my pan and start on the next batch. Next, I'm adding them to this baking pan, and I'm adding about 2 cups of beef stock. You actually want to add enough to nearly cover the meat. So when you make this, please be sure to do so, because this will ensure that the meat gets nice and tender while it is cooking in the oven. And I place those in the oven for about an hour at 400 degrees. Now I'm going to start working on the sauce, and with the drippings that were already left over from browning the meat, I'm going to go ahead and brown up some onion and garlic. First adding the onion, and then I'm going to be adding my garlic as well. Typically people will use wine to deglaze the pan, but I didn't have any wine on hand that I wanted to use for this dish, so I just went ahead and used my spatula to scrape up some of those bits at the bottom. I'm adding some of my 21 seasoning salute to the pan along with a big heaping tablespoon of tomato paste. Then I'm going to stir that in and work that around a bit. And next I'll be adding 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. One is a plain can of crushed tomatoes and the other is flavored with roasted garlic. And I'm going to add about a half a cup of my beef stock to this sauce as well. I'm going to season this up with a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, a teaspoon of browning seasoning, and liberally applying some of my McCormick roasted garlic and herb seasoning blend. And one thing that I did not show but did add is a tablespoon of sugar. This will help to cut some of the tartness of the tomato sauce. It definitely won't make your sauce sweet, but it will help to balance the flavor. So about an hour into the cooking process, I'm pulling the short ribs from the oven, and as you can see, some of the bones have started to separate from the meat, and at this point I'm going to add everything back to the sauce and let this simmer together for about an additional 45 minutes to an hour. And once that starts to continue to cook down, you'll see that the meat is very tender at this point. You can separate it with a fork, which is what I'm doing, and I'm going to remove those bones from the sauce and stir everything together. To accompany this sauce, I am cooking up some home-style fettuccine noodles. I really like the texture on these noodles as opposed to your regular ones. These almost taste like I made them myself, and they were really, really good. And this is the completed dish. I also added some parsley for color and coarse ground black pepper to enhance the flavors here. I think this is a wonderful dish that you can make for any special occasion, Valentine's Day, birthday celebration, date night, anniversary, you name it. It is a perfect, ideal dish to have at home. You can avoid the hustle and bustle of going out and have something very gourmet right at home. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. I appreciate you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.